General by Charles Bukowski, Chapter 32. But it was my grandmother and mother. I decided to let them have their way. The crucifix swung back and forth above my back, or my voice over me. God, prayed my grandmother, purge the devil from this poor boy's body. Just look at all those sores. They make me sick. God, look at them. It's the devil, God, dwelling in this boy's body. Push the devil from his body, Lord. Push the devil from his body, Lord, said my mother. What I need is a good God doctor. I thought, what is wrong with this woman? And why don't they leave me alone? God, said my grandmother, why do you allow the devil to dwell inside this body's body? Don't you see me how the devil is enjoying this? Look at the shores, oh Lord, I am about the vomit just looking at them. They are red and thick and full. Push the devil from my boy's body. Screaming my mother, my God, save us from this evil. Screamed my grandmother. She took the crucifix and poked it into the center of my back. And dug it in, the blood spurted out. I could feel it, at first warm, then suddenly cold. I turned over and sat up in the bed. What the fuck are you doing? I am making a hole for the devil to be pushed. Oh my God, said my grandmother. All right, I said, I want you both to get off of here and fast. Do you understand me? He's still possessed, said my grandmother. Get the fucking hell out of here, I screamed. They left, shocked and disappointed, closing the door behind them. I went into the bathroom, wadded up some toilet paper, and tried to stop the bleeding. I pulled the toilet paper away and looked at it. It was soaked. I got a new batch of toilet paper and held it to my back a while. Then I got the ironing. I made pies at my back, trying to reach the wound with the ironing. It was difficult. I finally gave up. Whoever heard of an infected. But anyhow, you either lived or died. The back was something the asshole had never figured out how to amputate. I walked my back. I walked my back. No, I walked back into the bedroom and got into the bed and pulled the covers. To my throat, I looked up at the ceiling uh, as I talked to myself. All right, God, say that you're really there. You have put me in this fix. You want to test me. Suppose I test you. Suppose I say that you are not there. You've given me a supreme test with my parents and with these boys. I think that I have passed your test. I am taller than you. If you will come down right now, I will spit into your face. If you have a face and you shit, the price never answered that question. He told us not to do that. What? I think that you have been picking on me. Too much is so I am asking you to come down here so I can put you to the test. I wait, nothing. I waited for God. I waited and waited. I believe I sleep. I never sleep on my back, but when I awakened, I was on my back and it surprised me. My legs were bent at the knees in front of me, making a mountain-like effect with the blanks. And as I looked at the blanket mountain before me, I saw two eyes staring at me. Only the eyes were dark, black blank, looking at me from underneath a hood, a black hood with a sharp, dull beak, like a Ku Klux Klan Klansman. They kept staring at me, their blank eyes, and there was nothing I could do about it. I was truly terrified. I thought it's God, but God isn't supposed to look like that. I couldn't stare it down. I couldn't move. It just stayed there looking at me over the mound of my knees in the blanket. I want to get away. I want it to leave. It was powerful and black and threatening. I seemed to remain there for hours, just staring at me. Then it was gone. I stayed in bed thinking about it. I couldn't believe that I had been got and dressed like that. That would be a cheap trick. I started down. I couldn't move. I just stayed there looking at me over the moon and my knees in the blanket. I wanted to get away. I went it to leave. It was powerful and black and threatening. I seemed to remain there for hours, just staring at me. Then it was gone. I stayed in bed thinking about it. I couldn't believe that it had been got dressed like that. That would be a cheap trick. It had been an illusion. Of course, I thought about it for 10 of 15 minutes. Then I got up and went to get the little brown box my grandmother had given me many years ago. Inside of it were tiny rolls of paper with quotations from the Bible. Each tiny roll was held in a cubicle of its own. One was supposed to ask a questions, and the little roll of paper one pulled out was supposed to answer that question. I had tried it before and found it useless. Now I try it again. I asked that brown box, what did that mean? What did those eyes mean? I pulled out a paper and unrolled, unrolled it. It was a tiny, stiff white piece of paper. I unrolled and read it. God has forsaken you. I rolled the paper up and stuck it back into its cubicle in the brown box. I didn't believe it. I went back to bed and thought about it. It was so simple, too direct. I didn't believe it. I considered masturbating to bring me back to reality. I still didn't believe it. I got back up and started unrolling all the little papers inside the brown box. I was looking for the one that said, God has forsaken you, and read them all. None of them said that. I read them all, and none of them said that. I rolled them up and put them carefully back into their cubicles in the little brown box. Meanwhile, and the boys got worse. I kept getting onto streetcar 7 and going to LA, County General Hospital, and I began to fall in love with Miss Ackerman, my nurse of the squeezings. She would never know how each step of a pain caused courage to well up in me. Despite the horror of the blood and the pus, she was always human and kind. My love feeling for her wasn't sexual. I just wished that she would enfold me in her starched whiteness, and that together we could vanish forever from the world. But she never did that. She was too practical. She would only remind me of my next appointment. Chapter 33. The ultraviolet ray machine clicked off. I had been tried on both sides. I took off the goggles and began to dress. Miss Ackerman walked in. Not yet, she said. Keep your clothes off. What is she going to do me? I thought. Sit up on the edge of the table. I sat there and she began rubbing salve um, over my face. It was a thick battery substance. The doctor have decided on new approach. We're going to bandage your face, the effect drainage. Miss Ackerman, whatever happened to that man with the big nose, the nose that kept growing, Mr. Slit, the man with the big nose that was Mr. Slit. I don't see him anymore. Did he? That Kurt? He's dead. You mean he died from the pig nose? Suicide. Miss Ackerman continued to apply the self. Then I heard a man scream from the next ward. Joe, where are you? Joe, you say you'd come back. Joe, where are you? Where are you? The voice was loud and so sad, so agonizing. He's done that every afternoon this week, said Miss Ackerman. I'm just not going to come get him. Can they help him? I don't know. They are quite down. Finally, now take your finger and hold this pad while I bandage you there. Yes, that's it. Now let's go fine.